Near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
I wanted to quit for some, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think, but then I found the report to start my recovery journey. 1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the CDC, sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Live from Copple Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to the Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Speed and Power. We are a little late today. We had a couple things happen. I am in the middle of moving today, so we've been driving back and forth and kind of trying to do that for the entire day, basically.
Moving's always brutal.
Oh,
it is one of the most
horrible.
stressful things you can do.
It takes forever. Everything just... long story short, we're still not done. That's why the show today will only be an hour. And then Harrison will take over. Mm-hmm. He said he has some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy lately. There's plenty of things to talk about.
I know. We have a couple things we wrote down too we can talk about. But like every week, we are on 93.7 The Ticket. This is Speed and Power, sponsored by our good old friends Lincoln's Pub. He brought us something amazing today, and one of the things that we always thought about was moving pizza always works. Moving, you have to have pizza. And a while ago, you said the crab rangoon pizza was a fan favorite. So I decided I wanted crab rangoon, and then Megan decided she wanted Hawaiian. So we have it in front of us. We're going to start it on the break, and then we'll let you guys know after the break how the pizza is, because I feel like that's too much munching and too much juices, But I want to look at it.
Oh, that looks really pretty.
Careful now.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we might not be able to wait, but okay. Taylor's on with us again. How you been? How's this week been?
It's been a great week. Sun's shining. Great.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Weekend. A great sports weekend too. So
it's been really. The sun is kind of weird right now. Like it's supposed to be snowing, and it's just not.
It's been pretty nice winter.
We'll take it.
It's really nice out.
Just wait till February.
When does
Yeah.
snow usually start in Nebraska?
December.
December.
Well, the last year we didn't have much.
It's pretty
And
all
then-
over the place.
and
It can
then-
be October, as early as
Yeah.
October or November.
And
So
then 2020 was bad. Like the 2019, 2020, that was
Yep.
horrible. I remember I was living in the dorms and I had to walk to the stadium at 5 a.m. and it was like 2 feet of snow was just laying, and I'm like walking in my slides and shorts.
Yeah, were you wearing socks?
Yeah, no,
You're not
no,
wearing soccer
I
now.
never wear socks. I literally was walking there. It was horrible. It was horrible. That was one of the worst winters I've been in.
I think I got stuck in my driveway at least 3 times that winter. I
Yeah,
couldn't
that-
even back
no,
out.
It's like, I mean, so the in the dorms they have a parking lot right behind the dorms, and the snowplow would like go through it, but would just shoot the snow on the cars. So one time my car was completely snowed in, I couldn't go anywhere. So it was fun times. But
Yeah.
then Corona happened, and I got money back, so I was happy.
I feel like the residential areas too, they get so bad in Lincoln. When we
Oh,
get a lot of
yes.
snow, like you can't, if you live in like a residential area, like you can barely get around. If
See-
it's you get like 2+ feet of snow.
You haven't been through this yet.
South Dakota's pretty bad. I feel like we have worse winters than you guys
I
do.
bet you do.
It's
So
probably
you guys
yeah.
complaining is
Probably,
like, oh,
but-
I feel bad.
I don't.
South Dakota isn't that much different.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like we have worse winters because like we usually have snow in October. Like there's snow on the ground in
Yeah.
South Dakota.
I mean, it's further up north, and it's
Yeah,
just
but
as
like-
flat and windy.
It's not that flat. I wouldn't say it's as flat as Nebraska.
Maybe if you go further west, it gets obviously more mountainous.
because I
but
feel like where you live, it's not like super flat. Like it does go a little bit up and down. Kind of like here, it's like almost completely flat.
you
Like,
go up
kinda-
to northeast Nebraska, you
Yeah,
see a
then-
lot
then-
of
then you get, like, the
South Dakota.
sandhills.
Yeah,
Then
the
you
kind
get
of rolling hills again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's fair. That's a fair statement to say, but I feel like I don't know.
Every state is different.
I don't know about that.
I think that's true.
I think Midwest is pretty similar everywhere you go. I would say like the north is different, the south is different, east and west is different, the middle is different. But in those states, like in the east coast states and the west coast states, they're all the same. They're all pretty much the same. And then the south is all pretty much the same, I would say.
Yeah, I'll kind of give you that. Pretty broad brush, but I'll give you that.
Like obviously there's more specifics to it, yes,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like generally, like if you want to explain the United States to somebody outside of the United States, that's how you would explain it.
Yeah,
like
that's a good
that's
way
how
to put
I
it.
understood it. I didn't know of Nebraska or South Dakota. I when I was in Germany, I thought Dakota was like one state,
See it.
and then I actually did not know until I was in recruiting and I got recruited to South Dakota State and then also North Dakota State. That's when I found out that there's two different states. Yeah, but we're here. We're a little late. What time is it right now?
It's about
how late did we start?
about 5 minutes late. So if you had to listen through some ads there, we're all good. We had to get everyone
Yeah,
ready, get
we're-
set up
we're-
here. You
we're
guys were
sorry.
talking business in the hallway, so
We had to.
Uh-huh.
I gotta post about this too. We gotta make some the tune in. You know, I never do.
Yeah,
that. I
well, you
always
do
forget about
that. If you guys have any comments, you want to chime in here, we got Megan Walker on the track team, and we also got Nuri, of course, on the football team. You can head up the Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685, and of course, we also have Taylor, the show sponsor from Lincoln's Pub. He brought these guys some pizza. Nuri is tempted to dive into it, but I think we're going to try to hold off until break here. Try not to get the equipment all greasy.
Yeah, that would be an issue. that would be an issue. I feel like that would be my issue. I would get it way too greasy. I don't eat very safely. I eat with my whole body.
You guys got a pick on Monday Night Football tonight? Got Saints and Buccaneers?
Snooze fest.
Yeah, it's not a great one.
I didn't even know football was going on today.
Monday Night
like I said-
Football?
like I said, moving. I have been just moving all day. I haven't really done anything else.
Megan, you pay attention to NFL?
I don't know. I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
Got Nebraska stuff to pay attention to.
Oh,
the basketball
yeah.
games, those were good.
The girls and boys.
Mhm,
I can't remember the last time that's happened where both men and women's basketball team beat a ranked opponent on the
Mhm.
same day.
Weren't they ranked like 20th against
Maryland was
Creighton?
20th and Creighton was 7.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then was Nebraska girls basketball ranked going into that? I don't think
No, they
so.
were not.
Yeah, no.
Were they ranked in the beginning? I think they were ranked.
They
like
were
24th or something like that, or
Mhm.
22nd.
Yeah, but then they slipped a little bit. But that's a big win for them. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, watching that men's basketball game against Creighton,
Loved it.
did not see that coming.
Great defense. That's
That's
how you
it.
win in the Big Ten. Just body up and get rebounds and win.
Yeah. Well, Nebraska had a ton of transfers for
Mhm.
basketball, so it's pretty impressive.
A German too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The guy with the goggles?
No.
No.
No, he's but I think he's from Europe too.
Yeah, I think he is.
he's
I
from
think
Europe.
I just don't know his country.
No, Sam Griesel. He's a German citizen too.
Really?
Now
I thought he was from North
not-
Dakota.
He
Well, he's
transferred from North Dakota State.
Omaha, ain't he?
Yes. Now I'm just saying he has double dual
Okay,
dual
that's cool.
citizenship.
Interesting.
His dad I think was born in Germany, and then I looked it up and I saw it somewhere
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
he plays for the German national team.
Wow.
I did not know
That's
that.
impressive.
We got number 30 on the Japanese national team.
Yeah, Kaminga.
That's
And
amazing.
he's awesome.
He's good.
Yeah.
Derek Walker too. I just can't believe how good he is. He might be one of the best centers in the Big Ten.
Yeah. 3
'Cause-
straight since he's come back from injury.
Yeah, and he's just putting up. What did he have last night? 22 points, another double. Like it's crazy to think with this Fred Hoiberg offense. We're like, yeah,
I
NBA,
love
fast pace. Turns out defense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we're leaning on defense big this year. Because you look at Creighton, they've played number 2 Texas at one point. I mean, they played some ranked teams, and
Didn't they lose to them too?
yeah, just barely though. We
Yeah,
beat them
I heard that.
by double digits. You just
Yeah.
feel really good about the way we're able to stop teams, and that was on the road too. Not an easy environment to play in at the was it Chicago Health Center now?
Yeah.
CHI.
CHI. Yeah, just,
Didn't it used to be the United Health Center or something like that?
what was it before? I remembered it by 4, and I
wrestled-
could never
I
shake it out of
wrestled
my head.
State wrestling there. I feel
It's
like it
had
was a different
3
name.
names
Yeah.
since I've been alive. So it was the Quest Center at first, and now it's the CHI, which is the Catholic Health Institute or something like that. And there was a middle name.
Yeah.
But
I cannot remember the middle one.
I don't either.
Text line 402-464-5685. What was the middle? We're missing one. It was Quest something, and then obviously the CHI
That
Health
was a-
Center.
that was a full stadium, full arena of
Yeah.
Creighton fans. And Huskers came in, shut them up, and won the game.
Did you go?
No, I watched it on TV. It was awesome.
It looked good. I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
I in my memory, I can't remember playing Creighton at their place and having their fans be quiet. I mean, it's been that bad.
I heard like in the fourth quarter they just didn't.
Oh, it's not a chirp in
Yeah.
there. They couldn't believe it.
They left
It
early.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, how long? 18 years? How long was it?
I don't know. I know like the record over Nebraska is ridiculous. It's like 19-3, so I don't know if it's that
Yeah.
long. Let me double check here.
Well, I mean, they haven't won against Creighton in a long time.
It was like, I think Strickland said it was 16 tries
Yeah.
that we've lost in a row. And then we haven't
Oh, maybe
won
it
in
was like-
Creighton since 94, if I remember right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So it's been forever.
Wasn't alive.
Yeah, so Creighton had a 7-game win streak from 2011 to 2017, and then
This was 6 years.
Yeah, so just 6 years, but still,
Was
I
that
think it
was that win at
sprinkling
home?
in.
Wow. Was that win at home?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'm just looking at the longest win streak.
Right, makes sense.
Nebraska's was also 7, but that was from 1990 to 97. So that's obviously,
so it's off a little bit.
yeah.
Hey, close.
And actually, that's wrong. It says current win streak, Creighton 3. It's actually not a current win streak anymore. So, yeah, we got that one changed up. And then, yeah, also shout out to the girls basketball
Yeah,
for beating Maryland. Mhm.
Maryland.
That's another team. I do want to. Oh, CenturyLink. There you go. Thank you, Nebraska basketball fan. It's a good time to be a Nebraska basketball fan because CenturyLink, that was one we missed. And then also Texas Jeremy said, you all need to come to Texas. It has everything: beaches, desert, mountains, pinery forests,
okay.
flatlands, badlands, and
Nah,
grass
see,
prairies.
I've been to Texas, and that place is just way too hot, in my opinion. We were in Houston with Brant, and it was over spring break last year, and it was maybe 80 degrees out, but it felt like 100. It was just way too humid and hot. And we worked out once. No, we worked out twice, and both times I felt so horrible afterwards. Just like, I don't know, I hated it. I was cramping up like crazy. Just walking around, started cramping, and I was like, I don't like this place. Now, then again, the Texas kind of style of living, I feel like I don't know, like the culture of food, for example. Like
Yeah.
Brant's big into food, so we a lot of what we did was just go to food places, and it was amazing. I got to give Texas that their food is amazing.
I can see that. They're in an interesting spot too because they got a ton of people moving in from California as well.
Yeah.
Texas is. I don't know.
I can believe that like somebody from Texas probably hates everyone from California.
Yeah, it seems like polar opposites.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been to Texas?
I haven't. No, for track we'll be traveling there, so I'm excited to see what it's
Well,
like.
what time is that? What time of year?
Oh, I think it's like our first outdoor meet.
Oh, really?
So that'll
When
be
do
like March.
When
Maybe.
do you guys start outdoor?
I think indoor kind of ends around February,
Mhm.
and then outdoor starts like end of February, beginning of March.
Nice.
So yeah, excited for that.
Taylor, you been to Texas?
I've drove through it.
Drove through it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never
the
made the stop either.
We drove through the cattle farms, and it did not smell great.
Nice. Nice. And we drove down to Houston. So like, the whole drive was just really weird. Buc-ee's though. Buc-ee's.
I've heard.
Buc-ee's is insane. It's
Buc-ee's.
the world's biggest
Is it the gas station?
Yeah. The
Oh,
world's
really?
biggest gas station. It's literally like you walk in and it's like a supermarket. And there's like about I think it was 112 different gas stations, like gas what do you call it? Pumps? Gas pumps,
Yep.
yeah. 112 gas pumps. And you walk in and it's like it's an experience. They have like it's kind of like a Target. You have like the clothes, you have food, you have supplies like that anybody would need, like that lives in their car. Like it was crazy. It was so much stuff. I bought a Bucky shirt. Took a picture with Bucky.
Is that like a chain in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
well, it's
cool.
like a southern gas station chain because I don't think it's.
I
only
haven't seen any around here, so probably.
The last one to like go north is in Oklahoma. Because I remember we stopped there. That's how we kind of differentiated like the times. 'Cause we're driving and Brent wouldn't even say the time, like how long we've been driving. He's like, "Oh, we stopped at one Buc-ee, so like we got like 2 more Buc-ees to go." And I thought that was pretty funny, but it actually works really well because after the last Buc-ee's, you can drive through all the way to Nebraska and don't have to get gas. It's pretty cool. So it worked out.
I feel like that's a U.S. thing, just massive gas stations.
Yeah,
I feel like we dominate that.
Isn't Iowa's biggest attraction having the world's biggest gas station or something like that?
Mhm.
What is it called?
It's the world's biggest gas
yeah,
station.
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, never mind.
If that's their feather to put their cap on, then like good for them.
Yeah, no,
They
good,
got a gas
good
station.
for Iowa. Good for
Yeah,
Iowa.
well, they don't got any championships, so they need something.
Yeah, they need something. They need something. There's a Twitter account that's literally called "How many days since Iowa has won a championship?" And every day it posts a new. It's been like 29,000 days. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a ton of those. There's another one that's just like, does Iowa suck today?
Yeah, I love that one too.
But
I love
just
that
every
one.
day, it's just like yes in some different form.
Yep.
And then you got all the Nebraska burners. That's one thing I wish. I love Nebraska fandom, but there's so many fake burners out there.
Oh yeah.
It kind of drives me crazy. Like going through this coaching search has been like a headache trying to sort through Twitter. It's like my barber heard from the janitor at the university that the new head coach is Urban Meyer.
No, the best ones is when they do you remember when there was a private jet that landed in Nebraska in Lincoln?
Yep.
And they cut off like everything, and somebody took a picture of the leg under the door, and they were trying to figure out from the legs who it was. And in the end, it was not nobody like important. It was just somebody that was trying to hide himself, I guess. I don't know, because everybody thought that like no, I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, sometimes too, they'll see a private jet land and just assume it's a football head
Dude,
coach.
I mean, did you see the trackers?
Yeah.
There's people that track jets and planes coming into Lincoln, and they're like, "Oh, this plane's coming from Atlanta, so it has to be the coach from there." Like, it has to be. It has to be. This plane is landing from Ohio. Oh my God, it's Urban Meyer. Like stuff like that. I think is
It's too much.
Yeah,
it's
no,
too
it's
much
just-
for me. But I'm happy we're here. We know it's Matt Rule. Feel good. I'm happy that Fred Hoiberg's situation definitely changed a little bit after that win over
Yeah.
Creighton. I really like Fred Hoiberg, so I was getting nervous because I felt like the clock was ticking on him.
I know him personally, and like he's a great human being. Like I know his family, and I met them when I was in high school.
Mhm.
And they're great people, like just amazing people to be around. Like he's super humble. Like
Yeah.
You can talk to him. That he comes to the train table. You know, not a lot of coaches come to the train table. I mean, does track coaches come to the train table?
All of them do, yeah.
Okay, well, football used to not. No, a couple times I would, but it's not like very consistent. But he would always be there, and him and the assistant coaches are great people.
Yeah,
Like,
you can kind of tell because, like, obviously we have the Sam Hoiberg show, and like just talking to Sam, it's like, okay, this is really good kid. It's
Right.
like obviously he was raised right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just feels good to beat Creighton. And then like we've just had a lot of really great wins lately. We beat Iowa finally.
Yep.
Now we finally beat Creighton.
Yep.
Matt Rule's a new football head coach. We'll see what happens there, but it feels like the curse is over. Maybe, I don't know.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, good point. Right.
Different topic. Just kind of throwing
Go
that
for
out there. First track meet on Friday. It's intro squad for the track team. So everybody that's listening should come there. It's free to watch. Free.
I'm pretty sure it's free to watch. Yeah, I will be running the 300-meter dash and the 4x4. So
why is it
better
300?
pull up.
Yeah, I've never heard of the
Yeah, I
300 to be
haven't either.
honest.
I think it's just like to see where we're all at because we kind of train like 300, like, and then you can base it off of like what your 400 time would be. So I think it's just to see who's like got the most endurance in them. See how it's all gonna go.
Do you think so? I've in the Olympics, for example, right? They always interview the winner right after they run, and they're like
Heaving and like dying.
Yeah. Do you think you can talk after?
Oh, I'm horrible. I've always gotten like interviewed after like my races, and I am I can't like speak. Like I'm just slurring my words, and I just say the most random stuff. So yeah, do not talk to me after a race.
I'm gonna interview her. I will film it. It'll be on the official SNP show on Twitter. I will upload the clip. Maybe 93.7 the ticket will upload it as the great clips. Clip of the day.
If you get that content, that'd be great.
Sick. I'm so gonna do that.
Like after you do like a play, like of pushing people around, like can you breathe? Can you talk?
Yeah, we have to do like we're basing every like drive. So like, and then again too though we have a lot of time. Like every play, usually you have about 20 seconds, 25 seconds after every play, and usually the play is supposed to be only going like 4 to 6 seconds. Now there's a couple of people that take a little longer, but usually the play is supposed to be between 3 and 5 seconds. That's like how, and the longest plays, I mean, are on average about 8 at max. But then again, you're like quite literally holding off 320 pounds sprinting at you for what, 3, 4, 5 seconds, which doesn't sound that much, but like imagine benching and you're benching 320 pounds and you just have to hold it there for 3 to 5 seconds. Then you get a 20-second break, and then you have to do it again, and you have to do that like 60 to 70 times a game.
Yeah,
it's not fun, but the sport's so fun. You get to legally assault people. I mean, come on, it's just so fun.
Oh my goodness! I remember one time I was watching you do like sled pushes. And that was not a good day.
So for rehab, for my knee, for my rehab, I was told I was supposed to do sled runs for 600 yards, and I absolutely misunderstood that. I was supposed to do magic carpets, which is a thing that like you put around your belly, and then you have like a carpet behind you and you run with, like usually it has like low weight on it, and you run with it. Well, I thought I had sled pushes, so I put 4 plates on each side and I started doing 50 yards, and I was running and I was dying. It was horrible. And then she was there too.
I just got out of my lift and I saw through the doors that he was in there, and he was not doing too hot.
Yeah, no. So I took a plate off, tried again. I was at probably like 150 yards, and I couldn't do it. I came back. I was like, I think I have to throw up. And she sprints out of the doors. She is horrible with like people throwing up, which is like fair. That's, you know.
Yes, there's a few of those out there.
And I ended up throwing up. And the funny thing was some of her teammates were running like cooldown laps or something like that. And I don't know why, but right as they got to my corner, I was like just heaving into the trash can. Felt amazing, but I ended up finishing with like just a plate on each side and just kind of running back and forth.
That's extra work.
Zone. Well, I mean, I had to do 600 yards still. So I was at like 170 maybe.
But I feel like if you were doing it like pushing it as opposed to pulling it on a carpet, if you
it
is.
I was not supposed to do that. I went to the training room after that, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like physically dying. Like I'm like I can't breathe. I'm sweating like crazy. And he's like, why are you so like this was supposed to be an easy day? I'm like, what do you mean? So it sucked.
We do have to get to break here, but before we do got Taylor from Lincoln's Pub. Once again, thank these guys for keeping the show sponsored and helping us out. Keep these guys fed as well. Before we go to break, though, Taylor did bring a pizza. I wanted you to go ahead and tease a little bit about what you got for these guys.
All right. So First of all, it looks amazing. The jalapenos, green, perfect. Love jalapenos. Cream cheese. Oh, there's cream cheese on there. I didn't know that. I love cream cheese on pizza. A huge fan. So one side is Hawaiian, the other side is crab rangoon. I don't know what to expect of the crab rangoon because I've never heard crab rangoon pizza. So I can't wait. Is that chicken or is that the crab rangoon mix on the right here?
That's the crab rangoon mix.
That looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Hawaiian side looks pretty Hawaiian. Just normal Hawaiian style pizza. Now is a normal Hawaiian style pizza, does it have jalapenos on it too?
Yeah, I would say
they
so.
do.
Yeah,
okay. I didn't know that.
Some Hawaiian pizzas have bacon on it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
but
we got some ham.
I like ham. And have you ever had the Hawaiian style toast? You put ham, you put a slice of pineapple, cheese over it, and you put it on a grill maybe or something like that. Amazing. Either way, one half Hawaiian, one half crab rangoon. We cannot wait to bite into it. We will do that on the break. We are here with Taylor, Megan Walker, and myself on Speed and Power, sponsored by Lincoln's Pub on 48th and Layton, or 46th and Layton. Mm-hmm. Does both work? Both works. Okay. On 46th and Layton, and we will be back here in a couple minutes.
Hey guys, this is Lindsay Teal from Nebraska Golf Team. Imagine golfing the best courses in the world. Dribble Beach, Southern Hills. You can play those courses and more without ever leaving the city of Lincoln. At Double Eagle Golf. Double Eagle has the city's best golf simulators, 5 high-quality bays that track ball speed, launch angle, club speed, spin rate, and more to give you the most accurate gameplay. Check it out for yourself year-round. Double Eagle Golf, just 5 minutes from downtown at the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention SAD, and for sure your mother be proud. Called 402-488-8934 HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
The most innovative ag technologies today on display in one place at the Nebraska Ag Expo. Autonomous and robotic equipment, precision ag, commodity marketing gurus, and more. All in the brand new Innovation Hub at the Nebraska Ag Expo. Come check it out December 6th, 7th, and 8th at the Lancaster Event Center in Lincoln. Register online at NebraskaAgExpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. His team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism. Steve's Garage has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. Hopcat is your pregame headquarters for basketball and volleyball all season long. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska. Thousands of severe deaths. Please keep eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at freedmanlaw.com today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
A few passing clouds today and cooler. We'll see an afternoon high of around 43. Winds out of the north, a little strong at 15 to 20. Just a few lingering clouds tonight. We'll see an overnight low of 22. As we head into our Tuesday, we'll continue to see a mix of sun and clouds with an afternoon high of around 42. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. This is the new show, second week, or I guess this would be week three of Speed and Power. We just had Taylor drop by. He dropped off some pizza for us. I'll let you guys go ahead and give the review. You guys were diving in.
So good.
Oh my gosh. That Hawaiian pizza was really good. I'm not like huge into spicy because it has like jalapenos on it, but that was amazing.
Yeah, she handed me the jalapenos. I love jalapenos.
Mhm.
But really good. Cranberry Goon. Didn't expect that.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out. I did not expect that.
It works
at
on a
all.
pizza.
It works.
You
so
wouldn't think,
well.
but it does.
I mean, the crunch of the like bread dough,
Wonton.
wonton, yeah. The crunch of that works so well. It does work really, really well. The cream cheese, the cranberry goon mix, perfect.
Yeah,
10 out of 10. The pineapple Hawaiian, 10 out of 10. If anybody is ever feeling like they want a pizza, go to Lincoln's Pub, grab that. Either Hawaiian or crab and goon or both. Just do both because that's what we did. It is really, really good. Maybe next time we'll try something else. Some other kind of pizza.
They got a ton of good stuff.
I mean, they have. Have you ever looked at their menu?
It's huge.
It is double side. Like you haven't been there.
Mm-hmm.
If you go there, it has. So it's this massive piece of paper that is laminated,
double sided,
and the drinks is like a little corner, like all just foods, different kinds of foods, wood fired pizzas, sandwiches, burgers, wings, appetizers, like everything you can think of, and then some.
And they all hit too. That's the thing.
they're all
Usually
good.
when you get a menu that big, you're like, ooh, there's probably some duds in here.
Exactly.
I have yet to order
Same.
something I didn't love.
Same. I agree.
So shout out to Taylor and Lincoln's Pub on 46th and 48th. Doesn't really matter
Same
how
thing.
you put it in. 46th and Layton. You can head down there, maybe have a few drinks, and then if you're hungry, take a pizza on the way home.
Yeah.
It's the move.
Oh,
for sure.
and I'm saying it every week. Happy hours.
Yeah.
3 to 6 every day. On Sunday it's all day. Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Sundays all day.
Sundays is all day.
So
Like,
NFL
think about
Sunday, go for it.
Think about that.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance because I had to work this Sunday, but I think this upcoming Sunday before we get to Christmas break, I'm gonna try to take my girlfriend down there and just have a great time.
I mean,
it's just gonna be a great
all
time.
day happy hour.
If I was 21, I'd be there on Sundays.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out Lincoln's Pub.
Shout
Again,
out Lincoln's Pub.
thank you so much, Taylor, for still listening. Appreciate you sponsoring the show and keeping us fed. It's always great to have you in, and we appreciate what you do for us.
We
But
definitely
I do want to get to the text line before we get to next break, because Texas Jeremy, he had some pretty good questions. So the first one, I don't know how much you can say or if this has even happened yet. He says, what's the locker room vibe with Rule, and has he had a team meeting with everyone?
So
he had a team meeting.
He had a team meeting. We got to meet him a little bit. We all got to kind of meet with him. I haven't had the chance of one-on-one yet, just based off of the recruiting, and he's been out. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Norfolk, Scottsbluff,
everywhere in Nebraska, which is super
great
cool.
to
I love
see.
that. I love that. Yeah. So he's been out recruiting, so I haven't been able to like sit down one-on-one with him. But so far, I mean, every position has almost every position has their coach already. Obviously being an O-lineman, we're kind of waiting still on what happens there. I mean, all we know, and like I'm assuming that probably comes part into the question what he's saying, like locker room vibe wise.
Right.
We know just as much as everybody else. I mean, Twitter is about as much as we can figure out too. But then again, like I said, O-line is such a specific position. You really want somebody that like feels what you need, like as a head coach, like what you want.
Yeah.
And it could be Raiola, it could be anybody else.
Well, it has to fit the offense, right? Because there's a million ways, there's a million schemes on how you can block.
Exactly. And so like it has to fit together. And I mean, anybody that he thinks will be the right fit will be the right fit. So, and like I said, it could be Raiola, it could be anybody else. We will see eventually. I personally hope Raiola still is going to be the coach, because for me, that would be the best thing, because I mean,
it's continuity.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would have been like, if there's a new coach, that's my 6th coach in 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. I mean, that's just so many different techniques and stuff that like build up on each other. And eventually you just get bad habits,
Yeah. I wonder if sometimes too, because I'll just be honest, like people have been pretty critical of the trenches here at Nebraska, not just your guys' team, but in teams past. I wonder if so much changeover, because especially in positions like the line, that technique is huge.
Oh,
when you're just changing it over and over, and like you said, you start mixing in so many things that they're bleeding into each other, you'll form bad habits. So I do wonder where that direction is going, but I do want to get to the second question as well, because we did have a chance. Megan as well had a chance to watch it over the break. He is Texas Jeremy says, I'm kind of torn between liking Deion's team speech. He's referring to his team speech down that he is the head coach at Colorado, and not liking it. As a player, what would you think if your new incoming coach gave the Deion speech? And if you didn't hear it, he essentially says,
go in the
pack
portal.
your bags. I got luggage coming in.
I got my own guys, basically. That's what he said. As a player, personally, I would hate him. If I was at Colorado right now and I'm sitting there and I'm getting this speech about how we all suck and you should leave because I'm bringing my own guys in. I mean, then again, to be fair, obviously I showed her the speech, and it was only obviously a snippet of it. And if you actually listen to the whole speech, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah,
So
there is.
There's
I
a
was
lot
going
more
to play
to
devil's
it, yes.
advocate, but you already mentioned it.
There's a lot more to it. But to the outside world, that specific clip is the one that went viral.
And he still said it too.
And he still did
and I'm
say
still
it,
going to
yeah.
remember that.
Exactly. Like he still said, basically, I'm bringing my own guys here, like, and you guys can leave. Basically. Now, like I said, he has said a lot more than that. And if you have the chance, please look at the whole clip, not only the 45 seconds clip of him saying that, but obviously on the break I didn't have time to show her the whole clip. But if I was a player and he would have only said that, I would have been super mad. I mean, like, that's not something you want to hear a new coach say.
Yeah, especially when your plans are set up there. It's not just for football, your academics as well. And it's like, well, I got to go now.
And it's your life. I mean, like, personally, like I said, I did transfer, right? I was in the transfer portal. I came here knowing that I'd have to build myself up, and I've been here for now 3 years, or about to be 3 years. And like the whole time, it's like, okay, what's going to happen next? It's like, when Coach Frost got fired, what's going to happen next? When Coach Rule got hired, what's going to happen next? Like, these things are like really important. And when somebody like that comes in after 3 years, like for me personally, like if Dion was like coming to Nebraska and like he was the new head coach and he said that after 3 years, like I have so many things that I have to consider. Like for one, I've made friends. I have my girlfriend here with me. Like I've met new people. I've met people here. My whole life is here. For me personally, obviously, like I said, I'm international. My whole life. I told her this earlier. I'm moving today, so like I've been moving all my stuff around, and like I told her this earlier. When we got to the apartment, everything in my apartment right now is all I have. As my entire life. Like my entire life is sitting in those bags, in the backpacks, in whatever, my mattress, like all of those things. That's my entire life. I brought everything I had from Germany here. And then for somebody to say, hey, you got to leave, like you got to pack your things and you got to go. Like, I mean, that doesn't sound like something you want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where it sucks because I don't necessarily like what he said, but I believe it. I think he's going to be able to get his guys. I think he's actually going to be good for that program.
Like I said, you got to kind of listen to the whole thing. But if you listen to the whole thing, you can kind of see what he meant really by it and like what he actually was kind of going for. I don't think he necessarily wanted
the whole team to up and leave
to come up like that. Yes, but I feel like he also kind of wanted it to be like, oh, if you're selfish, go. Like I don't want you to kind of like, and I feel like that's how it should be, but he shouldn't have said it that way.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you and I know football. I play football. You've watched football probably your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know football. She doesn't.
I played Madden.
She played. Okay,
that's good enough.
Mitchell, her brother, made her play Madden. Other than that, you don't really know football, right?
But like listening to the clip on like, Twitter, like I still have like an opinion on that.
What I'm saying is, imagine your coach comes in,
Mhm.
right? He comes in, he has a team meeting with all of you guys, and he says that. From your track perspective, because I feel like track has a way bigger overturn.
Yeah, it's still your head coach. I feel like it.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like with track, there's so many people that do get cut every year,
and
do get added every year just based off of numbers. I mean, literally, if your time is not right, then you get cut. Right? Is that how it is about ish?
It's a little different because like we have such a big men's team and we have like such a small women's team. So like you might not have very fast times for women, but you might still be on the team because of Title IX and everything.
Right.
That's true.
Mhm.
A little context to everybody that doesn't know what that means. Every college athletics team except like the naval, like the academies, like Navy, Air Force, and Army.
Non-private.
Non-private. Yes. Well, I mean, Nebraska's not private. It's a state. No, I guess. Well, even state schools. A lot of the NCAA rules on this is that for every male athlete, you have to have a female athlete. So, with football having here like almost 160 people, you got to find other sports that have that many, or at least fill up that number. So, like for example, we don't have a men's bowling team, we don't have a men's swimming team, like
Or
stuff like
soccer,
that, or
yeah.
soccer, based because of like having such a big number in football and track that take up so many people. So I just wanted to elaborate on that.
Yeah. And the thing that kind of like isn't very good with that is like we have had some good boy athletes on our track team that just got cut. So like that was hard, and for like our whole team, like that's a big impact when someone leaves.
Yeah, I mean, it's for every team. Like if you have somebody that you think has had good numbers or has been a good teammate, if they leave, it's always hard to see. For me personally, one of the things that like right now, just based off of like the seniors, right? Like all the seniors just left, and I feel like that you will have that eventually too when you like you're longer here. You have like you have multiple connections with other people. For me, that was hard because, for example, one of the guys that like I looked up like to as a human being was Matt Masker.
Yeah,
a guy that, to be fair, has not gotten much from Nebraska, and he's always been here. He's always gave his all to the team, and it was for me, it was sad to see because his locker was kind of right in front of mine.
Yeah,
so seeing his locker him going to his locker and cleaning out his locker was really sad to see for me personally, because I was like, this is a guy that has given his all to this program and didn't really get much out of it, but still came in every day and worked. And like now, not necessarily a coach made him leave. It's just done. He's just put his body through 5 years of football. Also, as a quarterback, you don't really have much hits, but
they add up. The blind side hits add up.
And so, he was a guy. I don't know if you know what like a kickoff coverage is.
Mhm.
You know what So like on the kickoff coverage, he would be on the scout team running down kickoff. Like he's a guy that will literally give everything for everybody else. And it's like seeing stuff like that, kind of like he has to leave, like, because he's done. It's kind of sad. It's because such a big part of your life that you just kind of cut off and be like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, we do gotta get to a break, but I want to ask both of you guys real quick answers here. Say your head coach was Deion Sanders, whether track or football, and he comes in and says that. Do you shake your head and be like, you know what, I'm out of here? Or do you say, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to prove you wrong that I belong on this team?
I honestly would be like disappointed because like when you want a coach that's going to like believe in you and like push you. And so I feel like I would honestly stay because I would want to prove him wrong, like you said, and like show my place on my team and how hard I worked to get where I am. I
feel like it depends on when. Like if it's before the spring,
that's true.
Then I would stick it out, be like I'm showing you what I'm going to do. And if it's in the fall, like right before the season,
then you're in a tough spot.
Then you're in a tough spot because you really don't have enough time to prove yourself and show yourself. But that's kind of my answer to that. We're gonna go on to break. Is this our last break?
Yeah, last one.
Okay, this is our last break. We'll be back for about another 10 minutes of Speed and Power. Today sponsored again by Lincoln's Pub on 48th and Layton. Taylor brought us an amazing pizza. We're going to be munching on it a little bit more. But we will be back after the break.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by community comfort. Home to a best experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. Hopcat is your pregame headquarters for basketball and volleyball all season long. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Life-changing research doesn't just take place in outer space. It's also happening right here in Nebraska, and you could play a key role. Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, needs healthy adults who are 19 years old and older for a research opportunity. If you qualify, you could earn up to $500 a day for time and travel. Overnight stays may be required. Learn more. Call Solarion 6-213-2965 or visit helpresearch.com/500.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance, whether that's a class to help you learn a new hobby, get your motorcycle license, or even your GED. SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Life's special moments deserve to be celebrated. Since 1959, Riddles Jewelry has been family owned, and we're honored to be part of your family's most cherished moments. Riddles will help you make this holiday special with savings of up to 50% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Shop our holiday sale to find the perfect gift to celebrate the amazing memories this year has made. Riddles Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits, senior market insurance product distributors, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit asbmidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Yours. Lou, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday?
Mornings at 7:30, brought to the Ticket Weeknights on 37 and the Ticket FM.
All right, welcome back into Speed and Power, the last segment of the show. As I said, we're going all the way up until 7 o'clock. I was waiting there. I was seeing who's going to jump in on it.
She was scared.
I was just in such awe of what you just said to me on the break that I couldn't speak.
Oh, by the way, Miss Christine Walker, I am so sorry. I apologize.
She's not even listening anymore.
I apologize. I was wrong. I was expecting a reaction a little bit, but I know I was wrong. I apologize.
South Dakota is in fact colder.
South Dakota is in fact colder.
Each
and
state
very
is different.
That's fair. But okay.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be different states.
I would like for her to text you about the same that I said earlier too. Like if you're from a different country, would you would that be a justifiable explanation of the states?
Each state is different, but there's like categories, like the Midwest. Like
Yeah,
the
but
South,
I'm saying
yeah.
the Midwest is not the same, but similar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like
They're similar, but they're different.
it's the same but different. Have you seen that? Have you seen that clip?
No.
It's a GIF. It's different, but it's the same, but it's different. It's
What's the actor? Or is it not an actor?
No, it is
just
an
a
actor.
random GIF.
It is an actor. I don't know his name.
GIF? You say GIF?
Yeah, what's the
You say
GIF?
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 It's GIF.
GIF?
Is there an
GIF.
R in
I don't think there's
No,
a right.
No,
a
GIF.
lot of people say GIF because of they think the G is a J. in that
I
sense.
don't think there's a right or wrong.
I think
No,
there
it's
is.
GIF.
Oh, how do you say turmeric?
Turmeric?
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
No, see, I don't know anyone until I came here. Everyone said turmeric.
Yeah, I know.
We want
most
to
people
talk
say
about ways
turmeric.
to say things. Vague.
I feel like we already covered that.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Such bullies. Turmeric.
I guess that I could see not having a rule because I mean you're still saying the same thing. Turmeric.
Words just
Close,
not really in my
close.
arsenal, so I'll never get caught off guard with that.
Facts.
Maybe
I'm
if
trying to
it
find
was-
the meme.
The
It's the
GIF?
same, but
Did you hear that GIF?
Yeah. Man, now I got to Google that. Now you guys got because I always said no one's ever perked up at me like that when I've called it a GIF.
Oh, I misspelled that horribly.
I feel like older people call it a GIF.
Yeah, but I'm not old.
You're older than I am.
That's true. That is true. For some reason, I thought you were 21.
James Franco.
James Franco.
Didn't he
Okay,
pass
yeah,
away?
Yeah.
No, he
James
did not.
Franco.
No, who was the one guy?
So
No,
this
Bad
is
Guys. Bad Guys. Is it Bad Guys? It was like an older movie of like a whole bunch of mobsters.
Bad Guys.
Or is it like Bad Boys?
Bad Boys.
Yeah,
No, nobody
that's-
from Bad Boys passed away.
No, he did. He passed away recently.
We don't know who you're talking about.
It's
Not Will Smith and not what's his name? What's the other guy from Bad Boys?
no, I don't think it's an older movie.
Bad Boys is an older movie.
No, Ray Liotta.
I don't know. who
Ray
that is.
Liotta.
He passed away.
He passed away a little while ago.
Oh, I did not know that.
See, my
Oh,
day
no.
was just ruined when he passed away.
You didn't.
Yeah, I love him. He's so good at movies.
Goodfellas.
Okay,
I think you're
okay,
thinking of
well,
Goodfellas.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Name,
Why do we?
name one more.
Ray Liotta. That's the only one. How did I get that off the top of my head? I wasn't even looking it up.
Don't
That-
look it up.
that
Don't
is
look it up.
impressive.
He was such a good actor.
But how do you like Goodfellas is the only movie I've ever seen from him.
He's in a lot of movies. He was
Yeah, I looked
in
it
Modern
up.
Family episode. Does
Really?
anyone? Modern Family's a good show.
Yeah, Pecan Pie's got your back. He's verifying it for you. Said yes
Exactly.
this year.
See?
Also,
Was he
there
in
is
that?
another question for you, Megan. It's from Texas Jeremy again. He says, "What's your worst track workout that you dread?" He said his was ladder runs, basically 400 meter runs, 200, 300, 400, then back down 400, 300, 200, 100, and counting reps. So you do 4 100s, 3 200s. What's your worst track workout?
That sounds pretty bad.
That sounds brutal. It's a
Mhm.
long text,
That
so I'll
sounds
read the whole thing, but it looks awful.
Okay, I would say there's two. So stadium stairs, that was probably one of the worst workouts I've ever had to do. The first time we did it, it was like 101 degrees outside, and there was like a heat advisory, like you shouldn't be outside, and yet we were running. That was the one time I was almost
Was
gonna
it here?
puke. Yeah, like the
That-
highest.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago there was one time where the football team. This was before I got here.
Mhm.
They had to cart a guy off the field. They were doing jumps. Like instead of doing like stairs, they were
Mhm.
jumping on the bleachers. So they're doing jumps every 2 and then back down 1, 2, back down 1, and they had to like paramedic somebody out because he was. And then for a week they couldn't do anything anymore because they were all cramping.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is like during summer workouts, and it was the same thing. Heat advisory, but they were like, oh, whatever.
Mhm.
Power through it.
You have.
Cramp
I mean,
up.
if your coach tells you you have to do it, then
Yeah.
you're like, okay.
Sorry, it's too hot today,
Yeah.
Coach. I'll catch you,
All right,
catch you
whatever,
tomorrow.
whatever. I'll try tomorrow maybe. But you want to get us out?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, this is Speed and Power with Megan Walker, Harrison on the board, and myself, Nuri Nuili. We are here for only an hour today. We will be back next week for both the hours. Harrison will take over. Today's sponsor was again Lincoln's Pub, 48th and Layton. Go check it out. Their pizzas are amazing. All their food is actually amazing. But yeah, like I said, this was Speed and Power on 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll see you next week.
Time to replace air? Get 46711. Go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating.